Oh yeah, screw it. I'll just start part 2 now. Heavensward Part 2. Venturing deep into the domain of the dragons, the heroes come face to face with the great worm Hraesvelgr, from whom they learn the sordid truth of the Dragonsong War. Born of man's treachery was this bloody conflict, and by man's hand it must be ended. Thus does the Warrior of Light sally forth with Ishgard's greatest champion, the Azure Dragoon, on a mission to crush the serpent's head. Do they still say the same? Yeah. The Worm's Lair. Alphino is considering your party's next course of action.
Well, what do you propose we do now? I, for one, am intent on continuing to the east.
What is there to be found in the east?
Nidhogg's lair, the Eyrie, is said to lie in that direction. And the eye tells me he is near.
You cannot still mean to slay him.
You cannot still mean to stop me. I have been true to my word, and aided you in this fool's errand with Hraesvelgr. But your efforts at parley have come to naught, Lady Iceheart. I would see Ishgard saved, and for that, Nidhogg must die.
With the tale of our ancestors' vile betrayal yet ringing in your ears, you speak of continuing this war?
I mean, what else is there to do?
Nay, lady. I would but pierce its vengeful heart. When Nidhogg dies, this war shall die with him.
A moment, Estinian. You yourself spoke of the Great Worm's strength, that you believed him powerful enough to raise your city to the ground. How then are we few to challenge him? Even behind the stout walls of Ishgard, with an army of knights manning the defenses, our victory would be hard won. Yet you propose to contend with the beast in his own lair.
In close combat, this will afford us an advantage. And with two Azure Dragoons working in unison, who can say what might be possible? But such speculation is meaningless if we cannot even find the worm. Our first task must be to seek out Nidhogg's lair.
The story of this nation grows bloodier by the moment. Must death always be answered with more of the same?
Such is the way of things, I fear. I shall consider it a miracle if mine armor is not stained crimson ere this conflict is ended.
And it will.
That I should be blinded by my own lies. Everything I believed, everything I thought I was, gone. All gone.
Leave her. Your words will not reach her now. And we have not the time to wait for her to gather up the pieces of her shattered faith.
It's interesting, you know. I mean, Estinian has been right in at least some regards this whole time, in that, like, in just his presence there, that, like, he's insurance. You don't know. You hope that things will be able to work out well. But if they don't, like, what are you going to do? You know, just keep begging for forgiveness until what, they eventually kill you? And the thing is, that's where Nidhogg's at, you know? He has no interest in forgiveness or making amends or anything like that, so... Yeah, it's the same as what she said before. Defeat enemies as you search for the Eyrie. Well, I mean, it's right there. I'm looking at it. Oh, I was thinking, oh, you know, maybe we'll kind of go straight there, but I know we actually get there on, what are they called? The Monocutters? So we're going to have to go back to Ishgard and I think talk with Cid before we can actually make it there. Which means I don't know that we'll actually do the Eyrie tonight. Depending on, you know, how long all that takes. You know, we're really traveling to just kill, like, random packs of dragons or whatever. Yes, I mean, we're slowly making our way there, so... It actually surprised me that, you know, we took on, or, you know, we will here take on Nidhogg so early, you know, and in a dungeon. I mean, obviously, you know, the story makes sense of all that, like why you would face him so early, but it'd be like, you know, taking on like Gaius or something. Like at the same, you know, like around the time we took on Titan. Estinian, pray tell me I am wrong.
Is that it?
Aye, that would be the Eyrie. I feel Nidhogg's presence through the eye, his caustic hatred gnawing at my soul. 'Twould seem the death of his consort has put him on guard. Mark how he wards his lair with tempestuous winds.
A similar barrier once barred our entrance to the primal Garuda's domain, until we discovered the means by which it could be penetrated. Mayhap it is time we called upon Master Garland. 'Twill be just like the good old days, no?
If our only remaining recourse is to violence, then we should seek out the swiftest path to victory. With every moment we hesitate, Ishgard's prospects grow bleaker. New winds, old friends. Estinian would have you enlist the aid of Cid Garland. A force of sufficient power to break through a primal's defenses might conceivably grant us access to the Eyrie. And I can offer no better solution. Pray consult this engineer friend of yours. Very well, on the condition that you swear not to lure Nidhogg from his lair in our absence. And steal all the glory for myself, you mean? Nay, I am not so selfish as that. Contact me by link pearl when your preparations are complete, and we shall set forth from Ishgard together. I suggest we rendezvous back at Saint Renet's Forum, Lavenza. From what I gleaned of the Holy Sea's decidedly ambitious airship project, Cid will still be in Ishgard. Go, meet with your engineer friend. I shall remain here and keep vigil over the worm. I don't know. It depends on how quickly, we get the mana cutters. I might be able to fit in the area. I'd like to. When last you saw Master Garland, he was advising the Ishgardians on their ailing airship, correct? In that case, he might still be at Camp Cloudtop. Failing that, we could try the airship landing or mayhap even Sky Steel Manufactory. But let us not waste time searching aimlessly. Someone in the city is sure to know where to find him. The question is who. Sir Aymeric would seem the obvious choice, but there is no guaranteeing he will be able to grant us an audience at short notice. Ah, I have it. Count Edmund's youngest son prides himself on knowing all of the Holy Sea's juiciest rumors. Let us return to the manor and see if Lord Emmanuel is about. Oh God, we're going to have to talk to this. I don't know what you'd call him. Just he's not a know-it-all. He's a I don't know, just a narcissist and we were fortunate to find Lord Emmanuel at home. The tavern keeper's loss is our gain. When it comes to exchanging information of uncertain origin, Lord Emmanuel is something of a prodigy. Ah, the hero returns. How goes the fight, old girl? Well, I trust, In search of a Cid Garland, you say? Then say no more. The taverns are full of talk, and the name of said silver-haired genius has cropped up more often than most. I hear he has been tasked with getting that monstrous airship the Holy See commissioned to actually fly. 'Twould seem the project has been plagued with mishaps from the first. In any case, Garland Ironworks employees are known to frequent the airship landing, and I'll wager their master does too. The airship landing? Yes, I thought as much. Come, Lavenza, we must find Cid and trouble him for his expert opinion. If you do find Master Garland at the airship landing, I trust you won't forget who told you where to look. Credit where credit's due and all that. Yeah. Ah, Biggs and Wedge as well. If Ishgard comes under attack, we'll have to get out of the city pretty sharply. Don't much like the idea of leaving a job half-finished, though. What's that? There are dragons coming? Sorry, can't talk now. Have to finish this job and get out of here. Lavenza Alphino, how fare you both? Not terribly well, judging by your something. Jeez. Not well, judging by your faces. Oh. Greetings, Master Garland. I am sure it will come as little surprise when I tell you we have need of a favor. Another wind barrier, and you say it was conjured by Nidhogg? The Enterprise could certainly take you where you need to go, but she would not fare well against dragons. She's agile for a ship her size, but not that agile. The Dravinians would fly rings around her. And if they took it into their heads to incinerate the rigging, there would be precious little we could do to avoid them. But there must be something we can do, some manner of weapon we could employ. Estinian stands vigil at the edge of the churning mists, but we do not know how much longer. All right. I didn't say it was impossible. I said it was impossible for the Enterprise. We need a smaller boat. Biggs, Wedge, it's time we gave that new toy of yours a proper field test. It's probably best if I let the lad show you. Come on, the manufactory is not far. Okay. So I was just double checking the dialogue. I thought I may have accidentally like double clicked and just passed through some of it. But I didn't. What are you doing? Ah, yes, the Sky Steel Manufactory. As I recall, this workshop is primarily devoted to the construction of dragon-slaying weapons. The Ishgardians have granted us the use of a small corner of their workshop, all part of the agreement. I think you'll see we've made the most of the space. They all want to build bigger, but we know where the future is headed. Our little project's just inside. Oh, you're going to like this one.
Feast your eyes upon our latest and greatest feat of engineering. We call it a mana cutter.
After you put down Gaius, Wedge and me struck out on our own for a bit, and started work on the successor to the tiny Bronco.
Impressive little thing, isn't she? My talent for ship design has plainly rubbed off on them. They've adapted the principles of corrupted crystal technology and constructed a mechanism which converts ether from its surroundings into elemental wind. Said wind is then harnessed by the specially engineered sails, providing the craft with propulsion and lift. All in all, a most elegant solution. I'm actually a little upset that I didn't think of it myself.
The design does, however, come with one small flaw.
The energy conversion ratio's bloody awful. To generate enough power to get you off the ground, you need to be in an area awash with predominantly wind-aspected ether.
In other words, there are a few places you can fly, and lots of places you can't.
The new Ishgardian airship hasn't left the boys much time for tinkering, meaning it may be a while before this particular project takes off. If you'll forgive the pun.
What do we have here? Oh, Tato.
Tataru, what's happened?
I've been looking all over for you. There's been word from Aldar. It's about Her Grace, the Sultana.
It seems you're required elsewhere. Leave the Mana Cutter with us. We'll see that she's airworthy and suitably equipped to slice through those winds. You, meanwhile, should concentrate on providing Raoban and the Sultana whatever help they need.
Yeah, I would say the chances of getting to the area tonight are not great. Thank you all for watching this video. It's been a lot of fun playing through Heavensward again. And yeah, it's such a great story. And we just finished up part 1 on tonight's stream and started part 2. So we're moving through it quickly. And I'm excited to play more of it and to get on to the other expansions. So if you've enjoyed this, please, again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And please come and join me live on Twitch. The link is down below. Thank you again for watching. Have a great one.